What up, people? It's your boy Marvlat
and McGee,
Young Dev,
and we are the Nerdz
in the hood,
folks.
And we are in the hood.
Before we start our episode, we have to let y'all know a very interesting secret. If you follow us on YouTube, you will already know that technically this should be episode 97. I don't know how you got 5. We're only one. Technically, yes.
5 weeks.
We've missed weeks, but we didn't do an episode.
We've been fucking
sliding,
up.
y'all.
Speak the truth, Dad.
I'm going to tell the truth right now. We came in with 2023 with a plan, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. There's an old saying goes like, you always have a plan until you get punched in the mouth. And
who said that?
And in the beginning of 2023, we had a plan and we got punched in the mouth. And we have not started off the year right. So...
yeah, who got punched in the mouth?
The Nerds in the Hood.
Yeah, bro. That's what I was trying to say.
We have not had an episode in a while.
We haven't.
We have lost tapes, lost footage.
Exactly.
Due to human error. But, you know...
real human error and technical difficulties and not having an engineer. But it's okay.
But, I mean, we're here now. And now, you know, we start off rough. We're hoping we're going to start getting traction. And we're going to finish this year strong, even though we just started.
Of course we're going to finish the year strong, brother, because we're the Nerds.
How you talking about the end of the year? It's only the second month.
Well, he has plans.
I got plans. Man. We have plans. Once you get hit once, you got to, recuperate. Yeah. We got to get back on our feet and still go on with the plan at hand, you know? And, you know, if we have to improvise, we improvise.
He's a part of the team, so he's making a plan for us, and I'm not mad at that. So, with that being said, like Dev said, this is officially episode 96. We laughed and before we started the show and called it episode 96 part 2. But this is episode 96 now, and we're going to keep going from there. We got all our affairs in order, so hopefully we're back on track with our week-to-week basis. Some things that we know are still consistent, though, and we haven't missed on is 1, our anime rap intros, and 2, our trivia. Speaking of which, we have a special trivia going down this weekend, and I'm going to let one man speak on that because this is his idea and this is his day.
Ooh, Anthony trivia special.
What we got
for the peeps?
We got a I think it's like a week and a half early birthday celebration.
Yep.
Ooh, birthday trivia.
Not exactly what I planned, but nah.
It's a trivia about Anthony's life.
Yeah,
it's where he was born. You gotta know the hospital he was born, the time that he was born, and pretty much all his life success and goals that he's accomplished since, you know, his birth.
Ain't that long of a list, so.
Nah, don't do that. Come on, don't do that.
Yeah,
you've accomplished a lot in life, bro. What are you talking about?
People don't know that.
Exactly.
Nah, but for real though, February 8th, Buddha Bear Bar, Fast and the Furious trivia, 9 p.m. I know by the time you see this,
it's for family.
It's for family.
It's for family.
It's for family. I like
if you see it before February 8th, pull up. If you see it after February 8th, you missed out.
And we'll do our best to get this episode on YouTube so that way you're aware once you see it, once you see we're back. But yeah, like he said, February 8th, this Wednesday, 9 p.m., Buddha Bear Bar, Fast and the Furious trivia.
Let's go.
Based on one of Ant's beloved movie franchises that he likes. We're gonna do we're gonna be doing questions covering all 9. Count them, all 9 movies. We are definitely excluding Hobbs and Shaw because
they're not Fast and Furious, right? It's called Hobbs and Shaw.
Would you call that a filler? Would you call that a filler?
It's not a filler.
It's not a filler.
The reason why it's not filler,
it's canon.
Is it canon?
It is canon.
Is it canon?
Yeah.
Because they say I think Hobbs says Toretto at least once. Like somewhere in there.
You can still mention names and it'd still be a filler.
I think it. Go ahead.
Does it because Hobbs came out before. That came out before F9.
It came out before
F9.
Hobbs and Shaw is supposed to be like a mission in between, like I think 8 and 9.
9, yeah.
It's a mission in between 8 and 9.
Yeah.
It's like while Hobbs is fucking with trying to get Dominic Toretto, Shaw shows up. They brawl. I believe that's 7.
7 they brawl.
They brawl, right? Yeah. Everyone brawls.
Yeah.
And then Hobbs helps Toretto for a little bit. Mm-hmm. They go their separate ways. Mm-hmm. Hobbs continues the investigation on Shaw, and that's what leads to Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
Because
was Shaw cool with these dudes at that time?
Nah, Shaw was never cool with these niggas.
With them. Yeah,
they was in F in the 8th one. No, or was it the 9th one?
I think the 9th one he was.
The 9th one. Wait, the 9th one is when this nigga Fakes betrays these niggas, like Dom betrays them.
No, the 8th one is where he betrays them because
9th is what?
Cypher has his kid and his baby mom's
9th
hostage.
is what then?
9th is when the brother shows up, John Cena.
John Cena, right?
Works for Cypher.
Right.
Because Shaw shows up because Dominic kills his brother, which was the original. Yeah. And then Shaw pulls up trying to get revenge. So he has no.
So this is in between 7 and 8.
That's what I thought.
Hobbs and Shaw.
That's what I thought.
It's between 7 and 8.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, 7 and 8. That's what I said. Isn't that what I said?
You said 8 and 9.
8 and 9.
Oh,
that's okay. It's all right. Fast and Furious is.
It's a whole
it's somewhere
fucked up timeline.
Yeah.
Honestly, because while I was making these questions, and I was like, damn, where did it fall off? And honestly, I was like, since I was doing 4, 5, and 6, I was like, yeah, 5 and 6 was dumb good. 5 and 6, I fucked with 5 and 6. 7, I was like, that's when it was like, 7 is Shaw. So they're both Shaw. Both of their brothers are Shaw. But 7 was Gucci.
7 is Shaw.
Actually, I'm sorry to cut you off. No, Ant was originally right. It takes place between
8 and 9.
8 and 9.
So they're
after.
cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
They're on the same page.
Shaw, I think, is cool. It's just getting cool with Toretto. Hobbs and Shaw is still beefing. But then they become cool in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah,
remember?
And then F9.
Because the reason why Hobbs and Shaw even the movie is because Hobbs.
But they all work together in F8.
Because they all end up making a tie. Hobbs and Shaw brings The Rock and Jason together.
They start off in jail, right? Something like that.
They start off in jail.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
But they already had beef though.
Right.
They had beef from the Toretto shit, from scrapping with Toretto. And Hobbs, at the end of the day, is still a cop, and he knows that nigga is the number one, like big dog villain type shit.
That's a fact.
But they end up teaming together because that's when this black dude shows up. What's his name? Idris shows up, and like in Fast and the Furious tradition, they have to team up and become a family to beat the new villain, because that's how it always goes.
Anyway, fuck that. Fuck that movie, yo.
Yeah.
I hate that movie.
Yeah, it's more crazy.
Timeline,
it's more crazy though. What's really more crazy is that they really do always team up to beat the villain. That's how the gang grows. That's how Fast and the Furious has started. From one group of niggas to the big ass group of niggas they are now. But then they got so crazy they had to add Jacob in there and show that not only is he the villain, but he's already family.
He's a villain, but he's family.
Yeah. Are you guys more aware of the Fast and Furious timeline? Because only
you can
shift over.
Tokyo Drift's the only one that really shifts.
Yeah, so
it was made earlier then.
Yeah,
but the timeline.
The first,
and they made that because they knew they fucked up with the rest.
Yeah, they knew.
They knew they fucked up with Too Fast. Honestly,
they didn't fuck up with Too Fast. In my opinion, I like Too Fast.
That was a good movie.
That was one of the. That was one of the better ones.
Summer.
Wait, hold on. So
go ahead.
What's your top 3?
Ooh.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Top 3?
Top 3.
Yeah, talk to him.
Fast and the Furious is number 1 automatically.
Okay.
Because that's the originator, the Bible, and that's the one that makes the most sense out of all of them.
Yes. That's a fact.
But the only thing that sucks about the first Fast and Furious is that some of the car scenes are over exaggerated. But the cars and the way they look is real. The body kits, everything they talking about, that's real, bro. Niggas in street racing really live like that, right? Alright, cool. Too Fast and Furious comes out, and they dumb down the cars. They put more money into actors.
They made the Evo a Lancer. The Lancer was an Evo.
And the Mitsubishi Eclipse was a spider that I could buy from Facebook. But, the first movie, they had real fast cars. Fast cars that are worth 20 to 30 grand to this day. The second movie, they had $8,000 cars. We gonna be honest. They downgraded dramatically, but they put more money into the people that they hired. Eva Mendes, Roman Reigns shows up. Roman Pierce shows up. Roman Pierce.
Wrestling?
Roman Pierce.
He shows up later, bro.
With Tyrese.
Yeah. Roman Reigns does show up, but later.
When?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh yeah!
I never seen him.
He's a villain. He's a henchman.
Yeah.
Oh,
no. He's not a henchman. He's part of the Rock's family. He's part of Hobbs' family.
Oh, is he one of the?
Oh yeah, it's one of the brothers.
Oh, the Samoans.
Oh yeah. You're right. No, but not that. And then they spend money on what you call it. They spend money on this shit too. And Luda, come on, man. Luda wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
Luda,
and they got his career. That's what I was about to say. And they got Luda when he was Luda, not Tez. Not the nigga.
They got it like when the midgets say, "Oh, it's Luda."
Yeah. They even gave
too
him
fast.
They even gave
too
him
furious.
Yeah.
Too fast for y'all, man. He was at the height.
That song was slapping.
He was at the height of like his music career.
They even went as hard as to give him the most rapper-like vehicles any street racer can have with a Louis Vuitton and his ex.
Yeah, that shit bad racist.
I was like, yo, we all know in street racing, ain't nobody doing that but a black nigga.
Wait, so Dev, what's your top?
Hold on, I didn't finish my top three.
Oh, I thought you did. My fault. I'm so sorry.
I was just telling you why Too Fast and Furious went. But number one is Fast and the Furious, right?
Right.
Believe it or not, my number two might be Mexico.
That's Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that's 4.
Yeah,
right?
that's Mexico.
That's 4.
Because that's when they brought back Letty. There was mad shit happening. The cars are more realistic again, right?
Well, Letty didn't really go anywhere. She was still there.
No, she died.
No, she dies in that one.
She dies in 4. Yeah.
She dies in 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Right.
You're thinking
she was in 1 and
Brazil.
then 4 came. Yeah.
No. You're thinking of fucking the following one. You're thinking of 6. You're thinking Fast and Furious 6.
No, so maybe it's when Letty dies.
Letty dies in the 4.
She dies in 4.
She dies in 4.
Yeah. So you're saying
and then
Fast and Furious,
and then Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
And Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift. Because you gotta, I'm looking at it as much as I love the franchise. I'm looking at it from a real car perspective.
Okay.
And Tokyo Drift, if the only reason why it's not number 2 on the list is because none of the main niggas.
You see him at the end? You see Diesel at the end?
But it's not the whole time you watch Tokyo Drift. It don't feel like a Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah.
It just feel like a car movie.
Yeah.
You know, because the whole crew
Initial
is different.
It's Initial D.
Yeah, exactly. The whole car thing is different. Now, if you were to put it in the sequential order that it's supposed to be in, Tokyo Drift has a different feel to it because we know who Han is. Yeah. We know what his role is and how much weight he holds as becoming that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a little bit different. Like it becomes a little bit different, but. It's still at the end of the day, they couldn't leave Tokyo Drift out completely. They made sure that my little white boy got his moment.
They came back.
Yeah, he got his moment.
They brought back Bow Wow too, no?
Yeah. And they brought back the scientist niggas.
Yeah, they brought back all 3.
Yeah, those are the 2 niggas that really mattered.
They were comic relief.
Yeah.
They try to make him comic relief, but the scientist nigga is the Asian nigga that was doing the shit in the first in Tokyo Drift. He is the main nigga, bro. He's the one that was helping build the cars.
No, we know.
Other than Han, like Han
they was like, y'all boys wasn't serious. Come on. Y'all was goofballs.
We know who the main character of the movie was.
Yeah. Vin Diesel was like, I'm back.
He's like, cut this out.
Yeah, cut this out.
I'm back.
It'll be sick though if they could get, I know it'll be cheesy at this point, but if they just ended somehow getting all these niggas to race, somehow like every nigga,
everyone,
it'll be the most sick extreme race ever where 4 niggas go to space, but
no,
it would.
They go left field, bro. With that.
But that's what it is, bro. I mean,
I would say.
Deb, your top 3.
My top 3. Of course, I would say Fast and Furious 1. That's the staple.
Okay,
of course.
So now that I was watching them again, I would have to say Fast 5 and then Fast and Furious 6. And the reason why I say Fast 5 is because that's where they bring everybody back. Fast 5 is when they're in Brazil and they bring everybody back. And I just remember when I was in the movie theater and I'm watching it, and then you just see all them like calling each other, like Paul Walker and Vin Diesel are linking up. They're running, like, they're trying to save their family. He's about to have a baby, and they're like, oh fuck, we gotta make sure the family's good. So I bet we're gonna get the whole team. So
the funny thing about that one though, sorry to cut you off, is that opening scene when they first showed Brazil, where they showed Paul in that skyline, that's
the old school skyline. Yep.
To all the niggas that know about cars, they were like, that's one of the sickest cars they ever put in the movie. And that's why he only used it for like a millisecond. He just drove it up to a hill and parked.
Yeah, legit. And that's what I like about even 4 too. 4, they actually kind of in the glimpse when Letty died, when at her funeral, you saw how they had like the old school hatchback, the Civic hatchback. And they had those shits lined, the EKs, they had it lined up at the funeral. I was like, all right, they're bringing some of them shits back.
The
so
blue NSX.
With 4, 5, and 6, like those 3 movies, they actually kind of gear back to realistic cars, like, which I like. But like I said, like, so Fast 5 was like my second favorite, and the third is definitely Fast and Furious 6. Those are definitely.
And Fast 6 is which one?
Fast 6 is I just fucking saw it. Fast 6 is when they shit, I just saw it. Why am I blanking?
It's not Brazil. That's not Brazil.
It's when they going. Is when this nigga Owen Shaw shows up, and they're
against the little brother.
Yeah, against the little brother.
And
Hobbs gets these niggas to help.
They're like France or something.
No,
right?
they're in London. They're in London.
Yeah, it's London. Yeah.
That's when Letty comes back. Letty comes back in 6.
Yeah. And then Wonder Woman
Because she works for Shaw.
She works for Shaw.
Brainwashed.
Yes.
Well, no,
not brainwashed.
7 was when she came back brainwashed. But
No,
6 was when they found out she was still alive.
No,
right?
6 is
No,
the one-
comes back. She comes back in
6
because
I
can tell you, Vin Diesel and her have the scene where they're racing against each other on the street, and he's like, "Yo, that's Letty," and he like crashes into her, and she's like, "Who the fuck is you?"
Yeah, that's 6.
And that's London. That's in London. That's in London.
It's in London.
And she doesn't know who he is, and
It's
then
because-
Dom is like on some like, "Yo, you alive? What the fuck? Like, yo, you supposed to be with us?" And she dead ass like, "Yo,
She didn't know.
just get off my shit."
She just has memory loss. So
Yeah,
that's how they
yeah,
bring her back.
yeah,
She has
yeah.
memory loss. Boom, But I like those better.
But she got the
because-
chained up.
I like those
Nah,
better
she
because
don't
those are the ones. Those are the ones that they bring all the the team back. I remember 5 is like I felt the nostalgia. I was like, oh, all those old movies. You seeing all the old crew come back and like all together. So those would be my top 3. 1, 5, and 6. Those are my top 3 for sure. And I felt like the action was outlandish, but somewhat realistic. It wasn't over the top. Like the racing scenes were dope. Like it wasn't no crazy mess, but like the cars were more legit, and it just seemed more realistic than wherever the fuck they went to after 5, 6, and 7. They just went off the reservation with that one. But yeah, what about you, Bob? Do you have one?
My 3 are based in more sentimental values, based on the impact of how it was for me at the time when I saw it. So the first one, I think we can all agree that the first one to us is all the best ones. Probably a lot of people watching this are gonna have the same thoughts.
If you didn't like the first one, if you didn't like the first Fast and the Furious, even when it first came out as a car movie, then you just didn't like movies like that.
That's
Some people don't.
It was a great movie, bro. Overall, it was a great movie.
No, you're not wrong.
Because I'm sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
We know you're not a car head. You're not into building cars like that. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you still can admit right now that you thought it was a good movie, right?
Yeah, because it was just Point Break, bro.
What?
You never seen Point Break? It's literally the same movie. It's just Point Break with cars.
Yeah. You never seen it.
I mean, but then you can if you take away the car aspect of it, right? It's every movie, bro. It's fucking a cop after a dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was Point Break in the
That's a
80s, and it's basically for black people it's In Too Deep. So it's not to knock the film. It's not to knock the film. I'm just saying like it's been done before, but at least they did it and they did a good job with it.
Yeah,
but yes, I'm not a car head out of these two gentlemen. I'm not a car head. I'm the least car head. If the three of us pulled up with cars, you'd immediately be like, yeah, that's Marv last car. So you know
my
who's
son
my
drives
car.
a Ferrari, yo. My brother said that.
Yeah, to make fun of the fact that I put a club on my car. I don't give a fuck. I'm an old nigga. I was around when the club was like, the club? Protect my car from getting stolen? How can I lose?
That's how Marv put the club on the hoopty. He's like, what steals my
Now
hoopty
niggas is
set?
pulling up to steal your crib with a whole laptop, bro. Steal your car with a whole digital laptop, bro. They not worried about
Well,
your
honestly,
club.
if you had a club, they probably still can't take it.
Can't move nowhere, yeah.
You
They'll just leave me to steal.
right, yeah.
They'll just leave me to steal.
You ain't wrong, bro. You
Yeah,
can
bro.
break into
You're
my
not
car
moving.
with your digital shit,
Right.
but
Yeah,
that stick still gets stuck on your
Right.
leg when you trying to turn, my nigga.
Until they strip it and leave me the wheel. You can have your punk ass club. Anyway, so but the first one, yes, because I saw that one on DVD. I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it on DVD. Shout out to my boy Mikey. He showed me it, and I was like, yo, this film is pretty cool. We laughed at a lot of different things that we shouldn't have laughed at, like when Vin Diesel got hit by the truck. because his face at the timing, he was looking at Brian O'Connor and he was like, yeah, that was a good race. And then he just goes, and you're like, wait, what just happened? And the whole truck just goes, who bang? And you're like, yeah, all right. I see why this nigga's face was like this. So it was little shit that made me laugh that I shouldn't have laughed, but I was a goofy high schooler and I just thought it was funny.
Mind you, he rebuilds that car later on somehow.
There you go. So,
that's just to understand how impact that fucking crash was. Like, movies later, that nigga shows up and talks about, I rebuilt it. Like, he says it so y'all understand that this is the same car that got hit by that truck, alright?
yeah, so that's my first one. Second one is Too Fast, Too Furious, because little Black History note for y'all. It introduces the first black main character of the whole storyline. Well, actually the second, which is Tej and Roman Paul.
Yeah, I was about to say, you get two from that movie.
You get 2 for 1.
You get 2 for 1.
In the beginning,
which surprisingly as well, because no one saw them niggas making it this far.
Right. In the beginning, we thought we was just gonna get a Ja Rule, and Ja left us. But then in the second one,
that happened.
we got Tej and we got Roman. So for me, the second one was it was a fun. And they still went, and what made me laugh was like, I sat in the theater and saw it, and I said, oh, y'all gonna go Point Break again. Okay, cool. That's fine. If it works, if it don't, if it ain't broke, whatever. But they did it. It worked again. Brought in Eva Mendes, which at the time, she was a 10.
So,
you know what I mean? And it was a good movie. It was a good movie. It was fun. It brought us Ejecto Cito Cuz and so much other quotes.
That's a classic scene.
Now, my third one is
come on, bro.
such a left field one, but it's a different sentimental value.
If he says F9.
It's not F9. Ant knows. It's F5.
F5, yep.
It's a sentimental value. Because Ant helped me get in for free to see the movie for free. And I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
Yeah.
Oh my
and then
God.
Ant woke me up because I was snoring. He was like, yo, bro, come on, man. Like, you wildin', bro. He was like, I went out my way to get you in for free. And I was like, yo, my fault, man. This movie's kind of whack. He was like, yo, chill.
Crazy.
So Ant said, yo, chill. Ant was like, yo, chill. But our friend at the time, Chris, he was also asleep. So Ant was like, yo, both y'all sleep? I got y'all both in here for free. So Ant, he's over me. He's like, yo, Chris, you gotta wake up, bro. Come on, man. Finish the movie. So Chris wakes up. He's like, yo, this shit's still on? Yo, this movie's dumb whack. So I was like, yo.
He said it at maximum value.
Maximum value. And some hood dudes were sitting in front of us. And
niggas behind us.
Yo, they was like, yo, what the fuck? And then the dudes behind us was like, yo, who said that shit? Because it was so dark, thankfully, they couldn't really
The
pinpoint
niggas
it.
in the row right behind us, bro.
They was like, yo,
said,
who
yo,
said that
who the
shit?
fuck said that shit?
And then the niggas in front was like, yo, there's somebody over here. And we was all like, oh, shit.
Yo, I looked at Chris like, yo, you some dumbass nigga.
Because I at least said it to Ant, just like, yo, this movie's not good. And Ant was like, all right, but
It does start off slow.
It starts off slow. No, once they get to like,
five is which one again?
this is Brazil.
This is Brazil. When they steal,
There you go.
they do the switch. They
But
do the
five
switch.
is not that whack that you fell asleep though.
Five
It
wasn't
wasn't that great.
5 was good. It was one of
Yeah.
my, like,
It wasn't
I like
that
5.
great, but I just fell asleep because, like you said, it starts off very slow.
It does
I'm gonna
start
tell you
off
what's
slow.
funny about all of our list though right now.
All right.
None of us chose. We all cut it off at 5 and 6. You wanna know why, right? Because it was the next thing that happens. Them niggas throw a car from one building to the next building in Dubai.
Why do you think we're not saying 7, man? Come on, man.
Well, no. Actually, 7. I mean,
Jesus.
7 was with this dude.
Where does Hob come in?
Hobbs comes
He
in.
comes in at 5.
5. Yeah.
But then 7 is where he goes
So
all out.
Five is when
I can agree that five is
nothing.
the most action packed.
Yeah.
5 is definitely the most.
It's one of the
action-packed.
longest ones, I think,
Yeah,
too.
but 7, if you're going to bring up 7, you bring it up driving car from one to the other, the rock bottoming somebody to beating them, and him flexing out of a cast, picking up a turret as if it was a pillow and shooting down a helicopter. I don't want to talk about that.
That shit was wild.
I mean, they just go hard. If we're gonna talk about that, we gotta talk about the last one. We'll end it on this. No, we'll end it on this. Come on. This is the last one.
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Never forget, and I think it was in the last. Was it the last movie? Was it the latest movie? I don't know, but my nigga Vin Diesel pulled the ceiling down and caught it.
And survived.
And survived.
Yo, they gone so fucking left field.
They were so left.
We talking about a
They
nigga.
superhuman.
We
bro.
talk about a nigga who had a Honda Civic robbing 18-wheelers on the highway, right? Whose man's got shot in the stomach and they barely can save him, to him ripping down ceilings and catching it, right? Concrete
Bro, they made him into a superhero, like a superhero, legit.
Yeah,
But they got to show your favorite fight, bro. My bad. They got to show your favorite fight.
What?
I beat him with an inch of his life.
No.
They showed it there. That was the movie.
They showed it in what movie?
That was 9. They showed it in 9.
Oh yeah, they did a flashback.
Yeah, they did do a flashback.
They showed the infamous fight because they brought it up in 1.
They said, I beat him within like his life or something like that. It said by the time I was done, I couldn't even lift my arms.
Yeah.
Now he a janitor taking the bus.
And that's what's funny because they show it. He brings it up in 1, and then in Fast 5, when Hobbs pulls up on him, he brings up he was like, "Yo, is the fact that you used to be an agent and now you're abiding a criminal, or the fact you beat the guy half of life with the soccer wrench?" And I was like, "Yo, why you still bringing this up? You're in a whole nother country, my boy." And then in 9, they show you the fight, and they also show you the fact that the guy is a janitor. He's like, "What the fuck y'all want? Leave me alone. Like, I'm a janitor because you wrote this shit in the script, nigga."
Yeah.
But anyway, as you can see by his excitement, we are ready for Wednesday.
Yeah, we went on 10.
We hope that you show up.
I mean, Fast and Furious.
Hell, that's how much it hits home.
Yeah, I promise
I'm
you we
telling
won't
you,
sit here
bro,
and read about
when I say that's the Bible,
We're
it's the
end up
Bible,
reading
bro.
about it.
Yeah, we probably will. We'll try to contain ourselves to the best we can, but it's
We're
Ant's
gonna
early birthday
we're
celebration.
gonna have a good
so-
time, man. There's gonna be a lot of heads in there, and a lot of car heads are supposedly showing up.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of arguments about what happens.
Yeah, feel free. Make sure you Uber that day because there will be a lot of triple parking. There will be a lot of.
Imagine we just see mad just guards and double
Yeah,
park.
it's gonna be
That'd be
a
fire.
car show. The cops are gonna
Like Fast
not
and
be-
Furious, so we just
Yeah.
videotaping
You know,
it.
that gave
So-
me a good idea about the texting thing.
Oh,
Tell
great.
niggas just pull up with
Anyway,
their cars.
so Wednesday.
Fast and Furious trivia at Buddha Car Show.
Car meet.
Wednesday, 9 p.m., Buddha Beer Bar. Prizes will be given out to the top 3 scores, free admission. So come through, have some fun, have a drink, have some laughs. It's going to be a good one. With that being said, now we move on to the nitty gritty. I know we got a little crazy with it, but hey, it's Fast and
we was
Furious,
chatting.
you know? We was chatting. But one thing that is the big chat right now is yesterday, as we're recording this last night, Sunday, was the 2023 Grammy Awards.
Grammy Awards.
That's right, it went down.
It went
the
down.
65th
'Cause I'm
annual
around.
Grammy Awards. Now, there are some things we need to be aware of. It was a big controversy over a few things. There is one controversy that Dev has. We're going to get into that in a moment. But one of the biggest controversies,
Bullshit, man.
and it wasn't a bad controversy. It's just that this was the talk of the night. Was album of the year. The world, or at least most of
We
the
going
world.
straight into it? Album of the year?
Might as well.
Straight
Might as
to it?
well
going
go to the
straight
main
into it?
event
Album of
because
the
his
year?
is more of a main event.
Well,
because we're gonna give him
I don't
the
know
minute
if
to
mine
talk
is the
about it.
main event. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
wanna
saying.
go straight? It's not. It's not a main event.
You know.
That's just to talk about my gripes with the Grammys.
That's fine.
It don't make
You
sense.
see? That's what I'm saying.
Tired
So
of these
let's
motherfuckers,
get
bro.
through the winners before we can get through the one that you wanted to win.
Yeah.
So there is a nomination that Dev wanted to win. We'll get into that. But like I said, album of the year went up against several different big name artists. And Harry Styles took home the Grammy with his album Harry's House. Shout out to Harry Styles. But a lot of the world wanted Beyonce. Good amount of the world wanted Bad Bunny. Some part of the world wanted Kendrick Lamar. It was a mix. It was a mix. Some people wanted Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Harry Styles took home the gold. You can see it all over Twitter. The world is going crazy. There was even people in the crowd yelling Beyonce. They were pulling Kanye West moves without doing a Kanye West.
I'm looking at the list right here, bro. This is a fair list. Like, everyone is here, and I feel like they're very equal.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very equal. It's not
I'm not surprised. Honestly, not surprised that Harry Styles won.
bad. You said Bad Bunny, Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, like all of those dudes. And compared to Harry Styles, I'm not gonna front. Yes, it's not the same stuff. Like, he's not on the same, I guess, thing as them. But his music is equally as good as them. You can't even front.
Well, he had a really good year last year. He sold out Madison Square Garden
Nah,
for
he's-
several consecutive nights.
He's He's
Harry
jamming.
Styles' numbers is
It's up there.
up there. So
It's up
that's
there.
why I'm not surprised that he won. Because honestly, you gotta think of it as this is just one of my money gripes with award shows and especially the Grammys.
Go ahead, talk
Then
about it.
yeah, you already know who they want to nominate. So you look at that list. If you see in Harry Styles, the Grammys, just like the Oscars so white, the Grammys is probably gonna be at white to an extent. And you know you gotta give it to the Harry Styles. And I'm not mad that he won, like, because he does numbers. And honestly, I like his music is fire. So I'm not surprised he won that. Compared to, like, if you would ask people globally, I feel
He
like
got
Bad Bunny
album
takes
of
that.
the year. That right?
Album
Yes,
of the
sir.
year.
Album of the year. Yes, sir.
Album of the year.
Yes, sir.
And the albums he's going against
Say the list.
is the
Yeah.
Beyonce's what's that?
Renaissance.
Renaissance, which was, let's be honest, a little bit on the house music side, right?
Yeah, because it also won
heavy house music, right?
It also won Dance Electronic album. So that's what it was. It was
Yeah,
Dance
so
Electronic.
that's Kendrick's joint.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, Kendrick's joint and Bad Bunny's album, to me, I'm not gonna, but that's just could be me. It's
Okay.
both better than the Beyonce album to me, but that's because I'm not a crazy heavy Beyonce fan.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, and that's the thing. That's why I wouldn't give it to Beyonce.
Right?
Is
what's
because
favorite?
yeah, because I feel like all Beyonce fans are gonna say like, "Oh my God, that
That
should have won."
Yeah,
Like
right.
if you're a diehard Beyonce fan,
If you're
they're
a
gonna say
diehard,
that.
yeah, but
if you talk music wise, I think it should have. If Harry Styles or Bad Bunny took it, I would have not been surprised.
Yeah, Bad Bunny's album is way better.
I feel
than
like
Beyonce's joint, and
Yeah.
and Kendrick is right there, but Harry Styles shit is still hot. That's still up there, bro. It's still. It definitely is better than Beyonce's album too.
I mean
like,
that's opinion based,
That's
but I'm
opinion
talking.
based,
yeah.
But I'm talking about
because
yeah.
Beyonce's album is great. Don't get
Nah,
me
it was
twisted.
it was amazing.
And it's probably one of the. This is one of the first, like I've said before, is one of the first ones that I'm listening to on a more of a rotation. But it's because she leaned into house music. Am I a Beyonce fan?
Worked
Nah,
out.
I'm not a Beyonce fan.
Yeah, but that's your bag though. House music is your bag.
Yeah, that's not I'm not a Beyonce.
But
fan,
yeah,
so.
I'm not. I mean, like,
I don't know.
kudos. It was
go
funny
back.
though when you heard his acceptance shit, right? And when he was that they was ripping him for saying this, that he wasn't like this doesn't happen to people like me.
People like me shouldn't have won this
Which is
award.
the funniest shit, because I'm like, bruh, yeah, it's been happening to people like you for years.
I was wondering. I was like, where?
I was like, what does he
what
mean?
were you trying to
What
say?
was he
Like,
trying
I
to say?
still was wondering that because, I mean, they did. His best friend introduced him on stage, and what made me laugh was that his best friend was every other best friend. Like, for example, like if Ant became a big time musician, and I was his like producer or manager or whatever, and they told me to introduce Ant before he performed, I would have been like, yo, I remember my nigga Ant used to work in like fucking BBQs on co-op, watching niggas fucking brawl, throwing Henny bottles. Now he on stage drinking Henny bottles. You know what I'm saying? They're expensive shit. This is for him. Like, that's how he talks. He was like, yeah, my mate came from a bakery, and now he's out here. And I'm like, I sat there and was like, I can understand, like, I could see Harry Styles and his boys just in the bakery, like, yo, I'm tired of making this fucking bread, my nigga. Like,
We need to make bread.
We need to make bread, my nigga. Whack.
We need to make
Like,
bread
yo,
right now.
serve the same old people every Tuesday. Like, I can see that, and I had to give him props for that. But I didn't know if that's what he meant by people like him. You feel me?
It
was weird.
But it was just a weird line.
It was
like,
a weird line. Yeah, right.
But the rip internet they want to get on that. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, excuse me, white boy.
There's a clip already going around of somebody in the crowd yelling at Harry Styles to shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
easy.
it's already out there.
That's whack.
It's
Don't be
already out there.
That's why. That's cool.
It's like,
Don't be
shut the fuck up.
don't be disrespectful. I mean,
Yeah,
regardless,
he won. You gotta
regardless
respect
of what it is, he won. I mean, like we all have our like
You gotta
our
eat
shit
that.
with these award shows, but
Yeah.
like, don't be disrespectful.
You
That's
gotta
fine.
eat that. Another controversial. Thank you. Another controversial one was Song of the Year.
Oh, brother. I saw this shit and I was like, yo, and I just saw the list they went up to. I was like, before I even got it made in the judgment, I was like, hold on. I've never heard the song in my life.
I'm about to
So
say
I was
that.
like, listen. So I was like, listen. I was like, let me listen to this song. I was like, let me give it a chance before I just rip the shit out of this whole choice that they did. I turned that shit on and I was like, nah.
Gotta be good.
I was like, nah, they didn't do that. Really? Like they gave that. Oh my God! Please say the name of the song. The name of the
You
song.
want to do the honors?
First off, I agree with Devin. I never heard this fucking song in my life.
And that's the most.
I never even heard the person who sings
That's
the
The
song.
name of the song,
Bro.
the winner is the song is called Just Like That, and the singer's name is Bonnie Raitt. Shout out to her. Not hating. Shout
Not
out
hating.
to you.
I just
Congratulations.
never heard you in
Because
my
you won,
life.
now you about to get my listens because I gotta look you up.
Yeah, we gotta look you up,
Bro,
And that's probably
listen-
gonna help her
listen-
get.
listen to
get
that.
out
it's
there,
gonna get
bro.
her clickbait.
Listen
Look
to
at
that
that.
shit after the pod. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be like.
Yeah,
I will
now
tell you
listen.
though-
Now I want
right.
to say at first.
I will tell you that all the other songs on here I do know.
And
So
which
that's
is
nigga, all of them. The
Okay.
Harry Styles
All
joint,
right, so shout out.
as it was,
Shout
out the main
who
ones.
who she.
yeah, the songs that she
as
fits
it
in.
was.
Okay.
God did.
Keep going.
God did.
Easy on me, Adele.
Yeah, crazy.
About damn time.
About damn time.
Fucking what you call it? Bad Habit, which is I don't know who that one is.
That's Steve Lacy.
Steve Lacy. Yeah.
I
we
wish
have-
I knew wanna be.
Maybe
You've heard it. Trust me.
I probably have heard
Keep
it.
going.
His face was
You've heard it.
priceless.
The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar, and then Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
All too well.
So mind you,
10-minute version. The short film. That's just so you understand, it got all that
So you
already.
understand, it was the real shit.
so this is my thing. You see all those names. You see all those names, and you at least you know most of that list. But when I saw this girl, I was like, I have never in my life heard, and I'm like, and I feel like,
and we forgot to say Beyonce. My bad.
and she be Beyonce.
Break My Soul.
But listen,
Probably one of the songs ringing off on everyone's radio station right now.
Oh yeah, to this day.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I know, like, I listen to music, and I know y'all listen to music. Y'all not as heavy, and I feel like I listen to a decent amount. I'm not saying like I know all music. I know. I definitely don't. So, but when I think of song of the year, I would think it would have to be someone I've heard of, and if it's not someone I heard of, this better be the best fucking song my ears have ever heard in life. So when I heard the song, I was like, let me not be biased just because I don't know the person. Let me actually listen to it. And this shit sounded like it was, I guess, what if you're going off the words, but like the music was good. Like they had clearly instruments that they were playing and all that, but it wasn't like something like mind blowing that I was like, shit, should that song have beat every other song? I personally don't think so, but this is just one of the many conundrums that the Grammys is and how the voting goes by, who goes into it. Because I feel like if a song is going to be Song of the Year, I need to have heard it at least once.
At
least once.
That's what I'm saying.
And I've never heard it. And it makes me think, I'm like, where do these songs play? Like, if it's not on the radio, if it's not being promoted anywhere, like, who is this song promoted to that this got so much attention that it's Song of the Year and it beats out?
Radio.
Like, bro, I don't know. But it just,
it's on satellite radio.
It's confusion and it just doesn't make sense.
You know how many people got satellite radio? Everybody in their car. That's how they say the listening works. So every person who doesn't connect their Bluetooth is getting a free listen to that song.
I don't know how it is. They whoever's running behind, whoever's doing like the PR behind that song, or whoever's paying people to vote for this, they got money. Cause I don't know how it goes under like my radar. Or
just real quick, since you're talking about that stuff. I will give shout out to Bad Bunny for probably the strongest opening I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that opening.
Oh yeah, he shut down. Yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah. Come on, brother.
Come on, man. That's
and he picked the best song.
He
picked the song that, I was telling my girl this morning. He picked a song that literally, if you're a Spanish culture or any type of Spanish, heritage, there's certain songs you hear that you're automatically gonna get up and dance. Like, it's just in your genes, bro. It's part of you, right? So he picked that song that, like, it's just a party starter, bro. It's just that song. Because mind you, he has a good discography. That album was great. He could have picked any other song, and he could have just performed it on the stage, and it would have been a great Bad Bunny performance, right? But he picked a song that gets everyone to get up, like, and he was doing that too. If you watch the performance, he's going around like telling everyone like, get up, let's dance, bro. Like, let's have this party. It's about to get lit. So I appreciated that. I appreciate shout out to him, man, for stepping up. I don't know if he won any Grammys. I think he did win.
He won. He won. Yeah. He won. I think it was what is that name of that? I think it's Urbana or something.
For Bad Bunny,
yeah.
Urbana. Dang, I just had it too.
I forgot the name of it, but it was definitely a Latin category. It was definitely it was a Latin category.
Once I heard it, I was like, he's got to win.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna.
Urbana.
Yeah, so it's Latin. It's like in the Latin world.
I'm looking for it right now.
There you go.
No,
of course he was gonna win
Urbana.
that. Of course he was gonna go that. Let me see the.
Oh, so now you want to see Liz, right?
I just want to see.
Yeah. Like I said.
He ain't flaming me. I just want to see who he went up against.
He flaming me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he was definitely supposed to win that. Nobody was coming close to the year and a half that he's had, so he was winning that. He was winning that category for sure.
So now that you said all of that, that brings us to the elephant in the room for you, which was. So there was, like we said, there was two controversial ones, but there was one for Dev that was controversial, and for a lot of other people. But it was best R&B album altogether, like overall R&B album. There was traditional, It was this, but it was best R&B album.
Say everybody, and then say who won.
Okay,
Just so you could just hear it. So you just hear the names.
No problem. So we have Good
I already know
Morning.
who's on it.
We have the deluxe version of Good Morning Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige, the Queen.
Great album. Great album.
We have Breezy, the deluxe version by Sir Christopher Brown.
That's why he lost. He put the deluxe in. Why did you submit the deluxe?
We have Candy Drip by Lucky Day.
Lucky Day.
That's another good album.
Bruh.
We have Watch the Sun by PJ Morton, which even though I didn't hear, I'm sure PJ Morton's
good
good.
things about it. I didn't hear it.
And we have the winner, Black Radio 3 by Robert Glasper.
I don't even know what.
Who immediately got on Ant's radar once we talked about it.
Oh, man.
So, for you, obviously you're a Chris Brown fan, the biggest of the three of us. How did you take that, sir?
This is just another reason why. It just adds on to reasons why I don't watch these award shows. These shits don't mean nothing. It's like, it's all politicking. It's industry games. Like, it's all like, it's not about the music. It's never about the music. And this just proved the point to me. Because it's just like, it's really either if they don't like you, or if they want a certain person to win, or if they get paid the most. That's how they pick these winners. And my biggest thing, and listen, big ups to Robert Glasper. Like, I don't want to put nothing by him. He worked hard, and you know what? His work was recognized, and he won the Grammy. So congrats to him. I've heard of him. I've never I've heard of him. I'm not really 100% familiar with his work, but he does work with R&B singers. So he's like, he's not like an art, like from what I've seen and what I've heard, he's not an artist. Like, he's not like a singer, but he's a producer, engineer, and like, he does kind of what Khaled does.
Yeah.
He's been nominated multiple times though.
He's a producer. Like, he makes like albums. Like, it's like a Metro Boomin. Like, he does things like that. But my biggest thing, and he's worked with R&B artists. He's worked with her. He's worked with all the top names that you would know in R&B right now. He has worked with. But my biggest thing is he specializes in jazz. So he makes jazz music, jazz type beats. And of course, there are R&B singers that will get on, and he's had songs where he combines his jazz style, and he adds and he works with certain artists, and there could be multiple artists, R&B artists. But Black Radiohead, that was mostly a jazz, because I had to go listen, because I never heard it before, so I was like, let me listen. And legit, when I went to go find him, when I go look them up, if you go on your Apple Music, the category says jazz. So it's like, all right, what the fuck? That makes no sense. So when you listen to it, and it is a jazz album. So my whole thing is, why are you putting a jazz-inspired piece in an R&B category? It makes absolutely no fucking sense. It doesn't belong there. And I feel for Chris Brown. He had some words, and he was tight, as he had probably the right to be. He was kind of disrespectful, because he's like, yo, who the fuck is Robert Glasper? And not a lot of people probably agree with it, because some people wouldn't know that if they're not deep in music. So he got some flack for that.
I didn't know who he was.
I've heard of him. I've never really heard his work, or I wasn't he's not someone you would tell me, oh, you know Robert Glasper? I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't. That's not my wheelhouse. But so Chris Brown caught flack for just ripping him. But I mean, he was speaking from what he was saying is and he apologized. He apologized to dude. He put another post out apologizing. But he was basically saying yo, you don't belong in in the R&B category. He was like, yo, respect to you or the Grammy, but I feel the same way. I don't think he belongs in an R&B category. That's just not fair. And for him to win over not just Chris Brown, all those other people who are strict, that's R&B, had great years. Mary J. Blige album was sick, bro, sick.
Yep.
What?
She ain't won one award.
Yo, and she didn't win nothing for that. It's so crazy, because the production on that album is top notch.
Really good.
Lucky Day had a really good album. I never heard that PJ Morton shit. I heard good things though. So that was just all these albums that probably could have won, and I felt like everyone got cheated. I mean, shout out to Robert. I mean, he did get a Grammy, but I'm pretty sure he probably would have liked his thing to be
What
he wanted to like for like jazz or like in an area where he felt like he probably. But he's not gonna be mad at a Grammy like fuck.
No, I'm pretty sure he's not mad about it.
Oh, he's not mad about it.
But I get what I'm pretty saying.
But he's probably
and it might be his first Grammy. I don't know.
Well, there have been times I don't know about that, but there have been times where I get what Dev's saying, where people win awards and they go, "Wow, I shouldn't have won this."
Yeah, people like. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying. I'm just hoping like he would think that way. Right. He might be like, "Fuck that, I did make it R&B." Exactly. Who knows? Yeah, exactly. But I'm like, in my opinion,
who said my shit not R&B? Who said that?
I actually took the liberty of listening to the album.
I listened to some of it
when you brought it to my attention. It's not an R&B album.
It's not.
There's a lot of rap.
There's rap on it.
It's a mixture.
But they're singing. He has singing.
Yeah, it's a mixture.
It's a mixture.
It's a mixture. But like, it's just like what you just said. Like Metro Boomin's last album is a rap album. Even though he's a producer, it's a bunch of rappers and they're rapping. DJ Khaled's albums, they got like one or two songs that'll be R&B or reggae, but most of the time it's majority of rap albums, so it can be counted as a hip hop rap album.
But when you heard it, it doesn't sound nothing.
Doesn't sound like R&B album. Yeah,
it sounds like jazz.
It's definitely an untraditional R&B album if they're gonna put it that way. But sometimes that's what happens to us. We get lumped in together when we shouldn't get lumped in together, and then
fuck these Grammys, bro, because they putting niggas, they putting people in a box.
In a box, yeah.
They trying to like accommodate for everybody. When there's different styles, different genres, like give people the respect they deserve, like type shit. Come on now.
So talking about that, I went through this list of albums here, and my boy apparently Ozzy Osbourne out here still winning Grammys too. My nigga won rock album. Patient number 9, Ozzy Osbourne over guess who? Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. Now he's out here. Machine Gun Kelly is really out here making these rock albums, bro.
But you see, they're getting nominated.
Yo, it's against the. I don't know these other ones really. The Black Keys.
I know you don't. We don't know them either. I mean, Nerdz in the Hood. We ain't listening to
We're not big on rock. I mean,
we ain't listening.
You know who Ozzy Osbourne is though?
Well, yeah.
He had a reality show.
Yeah, of course.
He bit the head of a bat.
He's a beast.
You didn't have to know his music to know that.
My bad, Mom. You right.
Am I? What call? Stop it.
I mean, we just saying we don't know a lot about.
I knew about him before the reality show, Marv. Damn.
From what?
Because he was biting heads off bats before you saw it on TV.
That's what I'm saying. But I didn't know what song he sang when he bit the head off a bat. But I know he did a song with Busta Rhymes.
Yo, but something was in Lil Nicky, bro.
He said Lil Nicky. Come on, bro. There's other ways we knew the guy.
Nigga, that's the fucking. That's the devil himself, bro. The Lord, when he calls himself, I think the king of the underworld or some shit like that.
So anyway, just a few quick tidbits, and we're gonna move on to our next topic. Big shout out to Kendrick Lamar sweeping all the hip hop categories, all the rap categories for the most part, from what I saw here. Big shout out to Dave Chappelle for winning Best Comedy Album. Big shout out to Encanto for winning Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media. Big shout out to Assassin's Creed Valhalla for being the first video game to take home the Best Video Game Score Award.
Oh, wow.
Best Video Game Score Award.
Damn, I meant to get that game and I never did.
Which one, Valhalla? Yeah, Valhalla was a good game.
And we don't have to take a shot for this person now, but I want us to do one whether we record it or not. We gotta do this for the hood because we gotta represent our own because we want that same love when it's our turn. Big shout out to Samara Joy. I let me make sure I'm saying her name right so I don't mess it up. But big shout out to her. So yes, Samara Joy. Big shout out to Samara Joy. She won the Grammy for Best New Artist. Probably shocked a lot of people because you might not know who she is. She's a jazz artist. And I had to look this up because it was a black girl. I was like, oh snap, okay, black girl, you know me. I'm representing for my people. However, I didn't realize how hard we was going to be representing for our people because not only is she a woman of color, she is from Castle Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The first Bronx person to win a Grammy since Cardi B took home hers. So, from what I know, I could be wrong. But, Samara Joy, want to salute you because we proud residents of the X.
I got to look her music up. Hold up.
Yeah, right? She's proud resident of the X. She won it. She took it home. I was really excited at that point. I didn't know who she was. I looked her up immediately, and I was like, oh, she's from Castle Hill. But it's also because she said in her speech, she brought up the Bronx. So I was like, what? You a New Yorker? Okay.
That's lit. That's lit.
Okay, that's what's up. So
that's fine.
Big shout out to you. Whatever your influences were for jazz to make you as good as you were to get that Grammy, we salute you. We here at Nerds in the Hood. Definitely gonna take a shot for you at some point throughout our broadcast.
Nah, we gotta take one now since it's from Castle Hill, bro. That just changed everything.
Yeah, we're not
shot.
too far from Castle Hill.
My shot right here.
Oh, thanks. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
That was very, very hospitable of you, man.
Thank you. No problem.
Yeah, cool. It's not like me and Dan want to take a shot for that.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Not my cup.
Yeah,
You got it,
yeah.
you got it.
You're right. Anyway,
We're gonna take this shot. Yo, before we take the shot, I figured out what it's called.
Okay.
He calls himself the Prince of Darkness. That's
there
it.
you go. Oh, you said
Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of Darkness. I
Prince
knew
of
it was
Darkness.
something. I was bugging out for a second. But yo,
shout out to all the Grammy winners, but shout out especially to Samara Joy, represent for the X,
for the
represent
X.
for herself.
Facts.
We
Fuck
salute you.
Fuck the Grammys though.
That shit made me laugh for a second.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. This guy out of nowhere. Moving from one to the next, we got to talk about our guy James Gunn, man. He's trying to take over the game. He had made last week a 10-year program, or plan, so to speak, that was designed to get DC back on track. He is calling it the DCU plan. It's naming it the DCU. He's not going to do EU. He's going back to just U. And he is looking to it's not about dethroning Marvel, but he's also looking to get DC back to a name of respect. Because we all know for the past 10 years, we've just been sitting there saying, if it ain't a Batman movie, it ain't really that fire. And once he came along, he gave us Suicide Squad, he gave us Peacemaker. So right now, he's doing it. But since then, from what we've seen so far, he's done things like, for Ant's pleasure, he's canceled Titans and Doom Patrol. He got rid of both of those shows in one shot.
Teen Titan Go.
No, he did not cancel Teen Titan Go. He canceled live action Titans because everybody knows season 3 was starting to suck.
Was it really?
I mean, it started
it's
sucking
getting
in
bad.
season 1, but that was just my opinion.
It was getting bad in season 1. Doom Patrol started slowing down by season 3.
Teen Titans. Very simple, guys. Just bring back Teen
Well,
Titans.
we gotta wait and see. But right now, we know that he has a lot of heat coming out. Right now, we're just gonna focus.
He got rid of Doom Patrol, and forever, you're in my graces, because that show should have never been made.
There you go. So we know that he has a whole 10-year plan coming, but right now we're going to focus on at least the first, just these 2 years. We got right now, 2023, and we got next year, 2024. So we already know that Black Adam came out. We have Shazam. Now these are just the DCEU films that we still have to get through. We don't know the fate of most of them yet, outside of Black Adam already being released. So we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods, which comes out next month. We have Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which is supposed to come out later this year. We have The Flash, also slated for later this year.
Flash is in June, bro. That's not that far.
Right. We have Blue Beetle, also later this year.
Both of those things is right around the corner, bro.
Right. And then we have Joker #2, called Folie à Deux, which is supposed to come out next year. So those are the confirmed movies.
These top threes, other than Shazam, well, actually not top 3.
There's only one thing I'm looking at.
But the Blue Beetle, I'm looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie.
You looking
Come
forward
on.
to that too?
Come on,
Blue Beetle?
It's a Mexican
That's not
character.
number one on my. It's not number
Not
one.
looking forward to
No,
that.
I'm very excited for that because it's a character nobody thought would get live action treatment.
That's a fact
Yeah,
too.
so I'll give
because
him
the
that.
only time you really saw him, the
was what Teen
Teen
I think it was
Titans.
Teen Titans.
Yeah,
and Young Justice.
but
Right.
that's what I'm saying. I think it was Young Justice that gave him the burn. That's when you really see him.
Yeah.
Teen Titans, the Teen Titans that I know, he's not really in that. He's not part of the team. If you think about it.
Right. No, you're right.
Yeah, so it's Young Justice that gives him the burn.
You're right.
So you see, I think you do see him in Teen Titans, but he's another character that just shows up, helps out, I think, and bounces, or even maybe he fucks with them. I can't really remember. But I know Young Justice for sure. He's in there, and Young Justice gives him burn, and that's the only time you really see this character.
Mm-hmm.
And Young Justice, they definitely show you that he has the potential to be a beast.
True.
So there's no way you can't say that this wasn't a good character. But did you see him getting a live action movie? No. So with that being said, I'm definitely looking forward to that because, like I just said, he is Mexican. So if they stay with that role, that'll be lit.
That'll be lit.
That'll be lit. Because yo, that was part of his character. Like that's part of him. He used to even say Spanish jokes and shit like that. Like that'll be lit, bro. That's lit. Like he's gonna add some flavor to these niggas.
and
Interesting.
We also would be remiss if we didn't say that any new DC plans don't exist without Batman being somewhere involved. Now, James Gunn has took the liberty to let us know that don't worry, the Batman that we just saw last year with Robert Pattinson is still going to be a thing, but he is also making his own project called The Brave and the Bold, which will focus on Batman's son, Damian Wayne, and still have a Batman in that world.
Really?
It's going to be called the Elseworld story. So there's going to be Robert Pattinson's in his own separate world. Because we've always noticed.
Running too bad.
Wait, hold on. What?
These niggas is.
Wait. Say that again.
Technically, they did it before.
You said
No, they have, but I see what he's
the
doing.
Brave and the Bold's gonna be about what?
It's a Batman story.
It's a Batman story.
Yeah.
But you said his son.
Yeah, it's about Damian Wayne.
Damian Wayne.
They're introducing a new Robin that we all have grown to love.
So they're going down the cartoon route.
Yes.
Because
that's
what it is.
Yeah, no, you're right.
The action went from the Joker smoking Robin. He kills him with when they blow up the building with the crowbar, whatever.
Yep.
He comes back. He becomes the Red Hood.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that, right?
Yep.
Then the regular cartoon or the cartoon action movies turned into now Batman magically has a son who's Ra's al Ghul's daughter's kid.
Yep. And Bruce didn't really know for a little while.
Yeah, Bruce didn't know. He shows up.
Yep.
Homie shows up. Like, yo, I'm a fucking ninja. I'm badass. And they told me that you my pops.
Exactly. So you see now.
So
that's one of them. Go ahead.
So that's what I'm trying to say. If they're going down that route for Batman, that's for Ben Affleck, right? That'd be for Ben Affleck.
No. Well, we have not confirmed that Batman is Ben Affleck. No. We do not know which Batman it is yet, right now. But what we do know, it's not Ben Affleck.
I mean, if they go,
well, I mean, who knows yet?
If they go down that route, that's
but I mean,
dope,
so if we want to backtrack, so with this new new phase, apparently the timeline is getting reset because of Flash.
Right.
So I would assume
that
they might just switch it all together and just have a different Batman because they could play it because you gotta love a nice time travel reset.
Yep.
So they can really do whatever they want. So this is what they were probably planning the whole time. Because with all the bullshit that's been happening, like, you know what? We're resetting everything. Flash is going back in time. Boom, boom. Now we're starting fresh.
There you go.
Oh yeah. I can even see. I see what it is. It says Shazam, then Flash, and then it says Universe Reset, and then it goes straight into Blue Beetle and Aquaman.
Yeah.
So that means that probably with Blue Beetle we get a new character, and then Aquaman is gonna make sense of it all. Yes. What's happening? Yeah. By the end of the year, you get to understand, like, yo, these are what we about to do, and then they go crazy from what it looks like.
Yes.
Then you see Joker and
they're gonna reset. They're gonna give us a Supergirl for the movies, but this Supergirl is actually gonna be darker. She sells whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of lituations. There's also gonna be a new Superman, as we know, because Henry Cavill will not be the Superman.
It's fucked up, yo.
We're getting Swamp Thing finally because we're supposed to get the TV show and it got canceled.
Is it a show or is
it's gonna be a movie?
Okay.
They're bringing back a Green Lantern.
Amanda Waller's gonna get a TV show played by the legendary Viola Davis, who's been
course.
holding that role down very good for the past few years.
But they will keep her ass. They're like, oh shit, she got EGOT, we gotta keep her.
We
gotta
exactly.
keep her.
We're getting a Green Lantern show finally.
That's what I'm looking for.
And we're getting Booster Gold. So those are just some of the things that's coming within the next few years.
I see a lot of Joker shit going down. That's dope. A lot of Joker shit.
Anything you guys looking forward to on this list?
Yeah, for sure. The Flash.
The Flash.
The Flash, I just said Blue Beetle, Flash. And now
they're keeping that dude, right?
For Flash. For this movie, they're saying they're going to keep him. They don't know after that.
Because they might, but then it won't make sense because Barry Allen, even though he runs back, he never fucking resets him.
Well, you can go about it different ways. There's different Flashes.
You just run into different Flashes.
Yeah. So you can do a Kid Flash, you can do a Wally West.
That means that will mean that the Flash that we see, right, would have to run back, fuck shit up, and then run into himself as another version of like the Flash of that universe. You know, like just different Flashes, the Flash of that universe or something, and then like somehow fuck his shit up that he gets lost and he leaves.
Yeah,
and then we get stuck. And then we just get stuck
work.
with that Flash.
They'll make something work. But if we get the Flash, see, if Ezra Miller didn't get into the trouble he got into, we were supposed to get the fire Flash that we all were waiting for, which was the Flashpoint paradox, where he goes to a world where Wonder Woman and Aquaman are beefing and everybody's getting bodied. And the animated movie was so fire that there was a scene where Wonder Woman was like, she holds Shazam like up high. She's like, how does this power even work? Puts the lasso of truth around him, and he's like, I just say my name. She's like, say your name. He goes Shazam. She's like, oh, you just a kid? God! Kills him and keeps it moving.
Oh,
kills him as a little fucking boy.
Boy kills him like that.
Just walks off,
bro.
That's the movie we were supposed to.
And the reverse Flash.
That would have been great.
Even the reverse Flash is in there, and he's fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, this shit's fucked up here.
Yeah.
He's wild.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm right, that's the one where I think. Yeah, if I'm right, that's the one where instead of Batman, you got a Batman that was his father, and Bruce Wayne actually died instead of him.
Yeah, you get David Wayne. You get David Wayne. And the Joker. The Joker is the one that killed. Instead of killing him, he killed the son and the moms. Yeah. Yeah. And then you get a Batman that used two guns
and doesn't give a fuck.
Bro, you never seen that? The paradox?
I never seen that.
Yeah,
bro.
Max,
and then he kills the reverse Flash, and they slow it. It's slow motion of bullet going through this thing.
Yeah, because there's some movie where Reverse Flash, I don't know if it's that one or Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. It's one of the two of those where Reverse Flash has a gaping hole in his head, and they're like, "How did he get it?" He's like, "I got shot by one of the Batmans or something," and he's like, "I had to just keep running. If I don't stop running, I'll die."
Oh shit!
That's just a hole in his head.
Yeah, it's from the paradox.
Yeah, he's like,
it's on HBO.
Yeah, HBO Max. Dead serious. Dead serious.
Yeah, it's the paradox. It's the paradox. It was dope though. It was a dope one because there's other characters in there too. I think there's like a fucked up cyborg.
Yeah, there's like a lot of them, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, DC and if there's one thing DC and Marvel can actually agree on is that they were both promised a super dark storyline. The world was promised a super dark storyline that the movies never got to do. Yeah. So DC's is Flashpoint Paradox, Marvel's is World War Hulk. Hopefully one day we'll get both. But
they gotta do something. They gotta do it. I feel like they got to.
Yeah. Is there anything you're looking forward to, Dev?
I don't know. Looking at that list, I always like. I don't know why I give them chances. Like I feel like anything Batman, I feel like I'm looking forward to because even though the Robert,
I'm sorry for laughing at you, man.
Who me? I mean,
I was laughing because he was like,
It's just because you say that. That way, that it's true. Like we all do look forward to Batman, but at the same time, it's like, yo, how many times are they gonna reset this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, yo,
that's why
as a person who's watched, all of us have watched Batman from the beginning.
Batman is one of like my top favorites. So like when I see it, and I'm just like. It's like, why are you doing this again? But it's like, I gotta see it. I gotta see what you're doing. Like, how you portraying my son Batman.
At this point, I think when they reset Batman, they should just start off with whatever they want. Like, the niggas already on a mission. Like, we know Batman already. We know the story, bro.
I mean, imagine they reset it, bring my nigga Bale back, bro. If they brought Bale.
If Bale wants to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but, like, what if that would be some crazy, like, throw in there. And they just
it would be more sick
if it was Bale, because they can technically do Bale, because Bale's not that has nothing to do with their timeline.
Right.
So,
well, Flash was supposed to have Key in this Batman, so
really?
it's not a far fetched thing to say that Bale could be in it.
Because why not? Because he's still relatively young, so like and he probably could get him old. Like if you want to make him like the older.
Well,
Batman.
the rumor is that the Keaton is supposed to be the Batman that Ant loves so much.
Oh, okay, old man.
Yeah, the one that gives the mantle to Terry Crews. Yeah, because he's old. Mm-hmm. So
I'm saying, but
wait, you mean the Batman Beyond nigga?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be that Bruce Wayne, the older Bruce Wayne. Because remember, the Batman movies of his was 92, so you can say by now.
But the only real reason why I want them to hit that level is because then we get Batman Beyond. But I understand that we're not there yet.
Bro, that would probably be in the future.
Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond, bro, with all the futuristic shit that he got.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. That was like as a kid growing up, that was probably like my second.
Bro, I just seen a clip the other day. It was posted. It was a Batman Beyond scene where he's fighting the Joker, and he basically uses the Joker's technique against him, and he just goes low key psycho for a little bit to get in his head, starts laughing and shit. And I'm like, yo, I forgot Batman Beyond was this dark, bro. It was dark, bro. Even when they showed Batman, he was chilling on his chair with his big ass dog, nigga. It was dark.
I mean, you should have known the opening theme song always had Batman at a rave.
Yeah.
And you could tell it was on Molly.
Facts.
That's a fact.
They was all just that's what I did. It was all just doing the
But
same
anyway,
dance.
so yeah, so what I'm looking forward to.
What are you looking forward to?
Anything bad. Honestly, anything bad, man.
I forgot that was happening.
Yeah, that was happening. Y'all niggas just going
Sorry,
tangents.
bad.
I didn't go on a tangent. I just said that one thing.
Anyway, boom. Anything bad, man. And honestly, only other things I'm looking forward to is Waller, and I'm really looking at that Lanterns, bro.
Who?
Waller?
Yeah.
What's that one?
That's
Amanda Waller, the leader of
and the
Suicide
only reason why I'm looking
Who?
at
the lady who put together the Suicide Squad.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
Why is she getting her own movie?
Because one, Suicide Squad, she did a good job
Yeah.
in both of them.
Yeah.
And two, Peacemaker, she did a good job in.
Facts.
And,
And
that's like giving fucking this dude a movie.
And
Samuel Jackson.
but you got to think about.
They giving him a show too.
But yo,
a show.
listen.
No,
a
she's not
movie.
getting a movie. She's getting a show,
She getting a
brother.
show.
Yeah.
But listen. You also got to remember you got to put respect on her name, Viola Davis. That's EGOT. So
That's true.
That's
Shout out
EGOT.
to Viola Davis, the EGOT.
And if you in DC shoes, you need a star that has like some firepower behind them. Cause right now, they don't really got a lot.
They ain't got a lot.
They don't got a
I
big
agree with
name.
that.
They don't got a big name that you can attach to. Where you talk about Marvel and they got all the big names.
Yeah, Marvel got.
So
Marvel,
when you talk about they gotta keep. So they giving her a show. They gotta keep her in all way capacity.
I ain't gonna lie though, Marvel. Maybe it could just be me, but Marvel also got low key lucky because every time they did hire someone to play a role, somehow that person crushed it. So like
Somehow they got fucking
they got
heavy hitters.
They got heavy hitters, right? But even sometimes a heavy hitter doesn't do good in the role. Like you know what I'm saying? They pick good. They did.
But they know what they're doing. It's not luck, nigga. That's fucking money, and they know who they want for their shows. That's not luck. What you talking about?
It's strategy. It's strategy.
It's they know who they want.
Strategy.
Yeah. Come on, and they got all the big names. Like, come on now.
Yeah, it's strategy, man. They're thinking about who would.
But that's what I'm saying. That DC needs to solidify those members, but it's hard when Marvel pretty much got them all.
Yeah.
So they need to pick who they can get. Whoever they got good, they gotta keep them.
Yeah. Marvel do got all the heavy hitters.
Yeah, it's like who could you pick?
Who's next?
You can't even take Idris because maybe they could, but he's still associated with the Marvel, even though you don't see him as much.
And they not trying to give him his movie.
The fourth Thor movie showed us that there is a chance that he could come back because he went to Valhalla, so they
glimpsed at his kid. Right?
Yeah, his kid was there,
and they had a glimpse. They glimpsed at each other.
Yeah, and then at the end of the movie, Jane goes to Valhalla and she sees him.
This is Thor and Love and Thunder?
Yeah, at the end of that movie.
I gotta watch it. I gotta just watch it.
Actually,
because I feel
I ain't gonna hold you. That might be the most important parts of that movie.
I keep telling myself to watch it because I know, even though it's whack, I know there's probably certain pieces that I have to watch to see for just coming into the future.
Right, exactly. So, for me, it's similar to what Dev just said. But I am excited for Booster Gold.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Also, my bad. I made you. Waller and Lanterns. I really hope they gotta do Green Lantern justice, bro. And anything along the line of Lantern, I'm looking forward to because that was probably also one of my top favorites was Green Lantern. That was my shit. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to.
I'm hoping they do it justice because the movie was it was alright. It wasn't anything major.
Which one?
With this dude,
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh,
because it wasn't a universe type of thing. It was just his own.
But I'm talking about recently, what's been made. I
get you. But
it's time for us to have that Black Green Lantern though.
Yeah.
Well, if it comes in the show, then cool. But
it's time for
Booster
us to go that way.
Gold should be mine. One thing I think would be. I also forgot to mention. They're making a show. It's called Creature Commandos, and one of the stars of that show is the Weasel that we all thought died in the Suicide Squad, and he actually survived.
Wow.
So that one is interesting because it's going to be the first animated show for DC that ties into their universe. For Marvel, there's What If. For DC, this is theirs. So, yeah, I'm ready for that. I'm really excited for that. But outside of animation, I'm not gonna lie. Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, because they're not names you normally hear.
Yeah.
They are not names you normally hear. You're always hearing Batman. You're always hearing Superman. Now you got Wonder Woman, Aquaman. You know what I'm saying? But to hear like Booster Gold, if you're a comic book fan, you're like, yo, that's so random, but I'm so willing to watch it. Yeah. I'm just willing to watch it because it's so random. So random of a character.
Booster Gold.
Same thing with Marvel. When you hear Echo, you're like, I ain't trying to watch no Echo. But on the low, you're like, yo, that's so random. I'll watch it. So,
just to see what they do.
Yeah, just to see what they're doing. Waller too, because Waller is gonna find it's technically just gonna be a sequel of itself from Peacemaker, because now we know from Peacemaker Waller has a daughter, so we need to know what she's gonna do with her daughter come the time of Peacemaker. I mean Waller. So those three things are cool. Movie wise, it's the same thing. I'm excited to see a Damian Wayne, but hopefully you get a kid that will act really good. And can play that role of like this Damian Wayne that just we saw in the movies and animated and we love so much.
Do we know the other one, The Authority? Do we know what that is?
Yes, it's I'm trying to remember. It was one about like these group of like it's like a faction. But what I know is like it's part of his whole chapter because he's doing it in chapters. So chapter 1 is called Gods and Monsters. So Gods and Monsters is just basically what we've seen already. The Supermans, the Wonder Womans, and all of that stuff. Yeah. So the Authority is basically in this comic book. It's a superhero team. It looks kind of like, I don't want to mess them up, but it's people you wouldn't know. It's Dr. Swift, Apollo, Jenny Sparks, Hawksmoor. It's people we wouldn't know, but they're mainly a group of people that they've teamed. Like Superman is a part of the group. He's basically the leader, but they're more like it's a super team, kind of similar to the Avengers. But these people are actually a group of people that already kind of like just joined forces already. But if you really want to know, I'm trying to get you the exact thing. So
yeah, I can see the list. I never. Yeah, you're right. I never heard a lot of these dudes.
It's a lineup that parallel Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's their own Avengers, but just without people you kind of knew. So you have to really know the comics for that one. We know the comics, but we know but so much. So anyway, we do have a lot to look forward to at DC. Finally, we've talked about DC so many times on this show. We always talk about what they've done wrong, and it now seems like they've finally done something right. So we're waiting. James Gunn, we know what you've done with Guardians of the Galaxy 1 through 3. We know what you've done with the Suicide Squad reboot. We've seen what you've done with Peacemaker. And now this is your moment. You're running a whole comic book franchise and making sure that all the movies and TV shows, animated projects, whatever, go smoothly. I did hear a rumor that you were trying to tie in future video games to the movies. Don't do that. But everything else, please, like, just don't mess us up. We want to go to the movies again. We want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? We're finally.
I don't know how many chances we gonna give you, DC, but so you better do something.
Yeah, I mean
they fucked this up, bro. Yeah. I don't even know.
We were past this wave of COVID.
You over here,
and during COVID, you gave us Justice League Snyder Cut, and we were like, man.
I mean, honestly, if Snyder Cut came out first, yes, we would have.
Yeah, maybe we would have given it a little bit more respect.
No, we would have gave it respect.
We gave it respect, but it didn't.
It didn't. You should have just left it how it was.
Yeah. So here we are. So hopefully more to come.
I mean, Aquaman's alright though.
Yeah, but that wasn't a Snyder thing. It was just more of a.
No, but I'm just saying, out of DC coming out of DC.
Aquaman and Shazam aren't bad. Wonder Woman wasn't bad. It just made a bad sequel.
Wonder Woman's good. Yeah, Wonder Woman was good. Bad sequel. Shazam is bad.
What?
I don't like Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam was.
I
told you I can't get over
it. Was alright.
How fake he looks.
It was alright. I mean,
and I keep telling you, like, Pauls, that's just him. That's just how he looks, man. Brother's in good shape.
That's great, man. But
that's great, man.
I saw him in another show, and I was like, this is not CGI. This is really just. He went to the gym and just worked out.
I understand what you're saying, but I just don't. I don't know. I just can't get over it.
It's fine. So let's close things out with our Wildin' for Respect report. The one report we finally got Ant to agree to. Oh my gosh, did we not?
Yeah,
Jesus.
This guy here.
Well, it was Fast and Furious' fault. So anyway, we do have one more thing to talk about for the because we want to be one of the first people that announced this. So Disney has done a lot of acquisitions, and maybe this could kind of tie into Wild 'N for Respect, but Disney has done a lot of acquisitions in the past. We've seen them grab ESPN, we've seen them grab ABC and Fox, we've seen them grab Star Wars, the Muppets, and so much more. Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel itself, and now they are about to try to get a bigger money grab because they are going to be trying to acquire the Harry Potter franchise.
They wildin', bro. They be trying to buy everything in their fucking mother.
Can we say that we didn't see that coming? Didn't they just build a whole Harry Potter theme park?
Not Disney.
Not Disney.
Where is
that's
it?
That's Universal.
Oh,
yeah, Disney can't do that legally.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know where it was at.
No, it's fine, brother. It's fine.
Disney,
It's fine. We're just saying
Disney
Disney
does
can't
not-
legally
Disney
do
does-
that. Yeah.
It doesn't have that park is in fucking that's in Universal, bro.
Yeah, it's Universal.
It's Universal.
But if they did, that'd be super wild.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah, they'd be like, what? Like, how
you
you
walk to like, yo.
You right.
No regular person would have been mad. They would have been like, yo, I'm glad.
My
I
thing
could
is,
be here.
what are they trying to buy it for? Like, are they planning on doing something? Or are they trying to have it for just to show on their fucking streaming services? Like,
I'm pretty sure.
or
Both.
they,
I think both.
I think
What
they're
would
gonna
they
show.
fucking
I think
do?
they're gonna show it on the streaming services, right? And then once they have access to it, they're gonna make an animated new series. They probably won't actually have Harry Potter in it, but they'll have full access to Hogwarts now.
Yeah, because think
And
about
then-
it with Star Wars, just like you said.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll have full access to Hogwarts now. So now they could just write up a whole bunch of stories.
Mhm.
They can make a whole new story.
Mhm.
They could just be like, yo, you know, all those niggas, Dumbledore's in the past.
Mhm.
We will reference to his name or something like that.
Mhm.
But we don't got those actors no more.
Yep.
We on to this is
Yeah,
the
clearly.
new Hogwarts, bro. We in the new century, new
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And it could
They
change,
could.
and it could be a whole different story, new villains every week. Like it could turn. Into
I don't
a
know
whole
how I
thing.
feel about that. I mean, if it happened, I guess I wouldn't be opposed to it. I would just have to see how you do it. But if they try to like destroy a classic, then it's like.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know
I
if
don't
I'd be
think
opposed
they'll
to
do
it.
I don't think they'll do that.
I don't know. Disney is rare that Disney misses. So
Yeah,
like,
because
you know. So would I be mad that they copped it? No, but they better do right by it. That's what I'm saying. They gotta do right.
Because if you look at what they did with the acquisitions of Star Wars
Yeah.
and the acquisitions of Marvel,
Yep.
with Marvel they just kept letting them do their movies, although they watered it down a little bit, made it a little softer for family friendly
Of course,
purposes, of course. But outside of that, we got the side shows. We got the What If. They just made Moon Girl. If I'm right, that's what the name of it's called, or I'm probably messing it up. But that show is now waving out because she did a fight scene with a Childish Gambino song, and she was singing the lyrics while fighting the villain, which was crazy. So that just took over the airways of Disney. And if you look at Star Wars, you already know firsthand. You got Andor, you got Obi-Wan, Mandalorian. So they're able to make side stories that you can enjoy.
And then-
Ahsoka's coming out.
Yeah, and Ahsoka, so, and they were still able to do.
Yo, you know why I know that's fire for you?
It's gonna be
Because
fire!
I can remember before Nerds in the Hood, we're talking about back in the day, us talking about Clone Wars just as friends, and you always being like, Ahsoka's that big. I remember you saying shit like
That's
that.
a fact, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, yo, I've been saying like, yo, she needs her shit. Like, come on, like, oh my god, she's badass, bro.
Yeah.
She's badass.
Star Wars even was so like Disney was so gangster. They said we're gonna take a show you used to love. They took Clone Wars and was like, yo, y'all wanted a final story, right? Final season, bang.
Yep.
Just cause.
They just dropped
Just
that
cause.
shit,
Just
yeah.
dropped it cause. And then made a side series called The Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Which
Yeah,
even
yeah.
me, as not a big Star Wars fan, sat there and was like, yo, this shit kind of wavy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of wavy. I ain't gonna lie. They was
Yeah.
going
They've
a
been
little
doing
hard.
that. They've been doing their thing with this.
Yeah,
So the
so
Star Wars shit, they
That's
show-
exactly what they would do with Harry Potter.
Yeah, and Rupert Grint, who, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you know plays Ron Weasley, he openly said in an interview, I'd be cool with them rebooting the series if somebody else wanted to play Ron Weasley, if they wanted to do a TV show or anything of that nature, he'd be open to it. He'd be open to whatever they wanted. So if Disney did acquire it, I mean, Warner Brothers is probably still trying to do it too. But if Disney did acquire it, I see them not only throwing the movies on there, but trying to do other stories.
But they are wilding though, for respect for asking for that, because Warner Brothers at the same time knows that Harry Potter is the stupid money pit.
Yeah.
They know,
But
they'll-
it is It is at the same time. Will say that even now that I've watched it for this long and going back to us doing the trivia things like that, I'm like, damn, this was a long time ago, bro.
It was, man. Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago. They still riding that same bandwagon of the original Harry Potter shit.
Yeah, and they have to because they know that the Dumbledore series didn't hit as good as they wanted it to.
Well, that's because they had fuck ups with their casting, with the whole shit with.
But Fantastic Beasts was on. Honestly, I know that they tried to say it was in that, but it wasn't Harry Potter, bro. It was not on. It wasn't even close to that. It was a whole nother realm. It was a whole nother story. It was in the past. Like, it was different.
I mean, but it's in the world. It's the world. It's the wizarding world.
It's the wizarding world of magic. That's it.
That's
there
what
you go. That's part of the
story. And they try to tie it in with the Dumbledore and everybody else.
They showed you young Dumbledore how he started. But I was disappointed in Dumbledore though. Like the movie, it was alright. It wasn't what I thought it should have been. But I mean, hey, if they have the power to if they could, like I said, if they could do it justice, I'll be behind it.
I'll be behind it.
But if they fuck up, I'm gonna talk some shit.
We don't know how far along the talks have gone, folks. We just know that Disney is in the the transition period of trying to move in their favor to get Harry Potter. And that would be a big move on a world that already has such classics as The Simpsons, Star Wars, and so many others. So, Disney, if you do it, just like we said to James Gunn, don't screw it up. We ain't say it to him actually, but if he can hear us, if he's watching us, he knows the vibes.
Facts.
So now we can go into our Wild and for Respect report. And we got a doozy. We got a doozy, folks. This is a sports-related Wild and for Respect report. We're not the biggest of sports talkers here, but when we do, we know because it's Wild and for Respect. So,
if it's true.
If it's true. I mean, we don't know if it's true, but if it is,
God damn.
God damn, dog.
This is why.
Y'all did that, dog.
Some Memphis shit.
Some Memphis
shit.
That was so. Is he from Memphis though?
Well, that
no,
trip.
He's not.
He played for Memphis. But where he from?
But I'm just saying,
where's he from?
Yeah, that's a good
Kyrie
question.
He's actually from South Carolina.
Oh, he's from South Carolina.
John Moran's from South Carolina.
So that's some South shit.
So
that makes sense.
So, a whole big thing happened last week where NBA is investigating an altercation between associates of Grizzlies All-Star John Morant and people from the Pacers traveling party because it was a game that they had about a week or so ago on January 29th, last week. And apparently what happened was that someone in the SUV that Morant was traveling with shined a red laser at people from the Pacers traveling party. They believed it was a gun, but they said that it could not corroborate that any individuals threatened others with a weapon. This is a statement from the NBA. The NBA security and league investigators conducted an investigation interviewing numerous eyewitnesses and reviewing video surveillance following allegations made by the Pacers organization regarding a post-game incident on the 29th of January. But it's basically the same what we just said. I'm not going to read all that. So, long story short.
Someone said, I don't know if this is true, but it's somewhere in that article that they said, the security guard said, they didn't know if that was a laser. Someone made a statement that if that was a laser or was that a laser attached to a gun. And someone said that the security guard said, nah, that was attached to a gun.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They was trying. Yo, so if this story is true, that is wild. OD wild. How you pull it up on somebody after an NBA game that you had so much bad blood for that you point a gun with a laser attached.
That better not be true though.
Yo, that'd be so wild.
That would be his NBA career, bro.
Yo.
Well, he already wrote on Twitter, John Morant himself was, quote, did an investigation, seen they were capping, still let an article come out to paint this negative image on me and my fam and ban my brother from home games for a year. Unbelievable. Laughing emoji.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, for right now, his brother's banned from home games.
Yeah.
Low key, they probably was like, I told you he was wild.
Yeah, they was in the car like, yo, chill, put that shit
the
away.
deal, bro. What are you doing? And somebody's like, oh my God.
What did them dudes on the Pacers do to make John Morant and his squad pointing guns at people?
Well, there was a light scuffle between John Morant and Pacers guard Chris Duarte.
Oh yeah.
And fucking, they were really upset.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
you
at him
bugging,
though,
bro.
was it? It was just that Pacers staff, no?
Yeah, it was that. We don't know what member of the Pacers it was. It's just
Yeah,
such traveling
he's bugging,
party. It
bro.
could be
He's
anybody.
bugging, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully that didn't happen. I believe it didn't happen.
But-
I'm gonna be on his side. It didn't happen. But that was.
If it was,
Whoa.
y'all wildin'. You know they locking people up for less. Like,
But what's so crazy is that I can see somebody from the Pacers like, yo, they just pulled the bird out on us. Like, these Grizzlies niggas is
It's
real.
like, oh, we ain't coming back.
Nah,
So the Grizzlies-
somebody out there was like, yo, they lucky, bro. I
Yeah.
have my shit, yo.
Yo, the Grizzlies been in the news for the past couple of
Yeah.
weeks because they've been
Yeah.
saying that they've been all wilding for respect.
Yeah,
They've been almost some like,
they've been on some like
thug
bully,
shit. Yeah.
bully shit.
Yeah.
Really?
yeah, there was Dylan Brooks. He punched Donovan Mitchell in the balls.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah, during the play, he just rolled over and was like,
and just like
he
swung out.
just swung out.
And Donovan
And he-
Mitchell was like, "Yo, what?"
Yeah. And we know as men, it don't take much force.
I like
us to
what-
be like, oh.
I like what Mitchell responded with though. He
Yeah, he's
said
not busting his ass
he's
for
like,
years.
"Yo, I know how you probably feel away. I've been busting his ass for
Busting
years."
his ass for years.
So that's some real shit.
And homie got suspended one game, and Donovan only got fined.
Yeah.
So I know he at home like,
Yo,
yo, Ja. Get the toast on. Get the toast on.
So get the bean. Get the toast with the bean.
There's yo, you got a red dot on your head. Oh, some Grizzlies.
Nah.
Goddamn Grizzlies.
Why they wild out like that?
That's OD. That'd be OD.
Yeah,
to do that.
we're only laughing because nobody was hurt, folks. So don't think we're monsters. But we are from the hood. We've heard
That's
crazy.
just wild at
stories.
the basketball game. Like, yo,
Yeah.
especially NBA basketball. Like, come on, bro. What
Yeah,
you
what
doing?
you
Yeah,
doing?
nobody was hurt or killed. Thankfully, it's just the fact that imagine you're at a basketball game, no matter what part of the game you are, whether you work there or not, and you're minding your business, and you see a whole just red dot shining out. You're gonna freak out. You're gonna be like, what? Even if it was us, we'd freak out. We'd be like, oh, game time, y'all. We gotta go. So we don't know how true it is, but we do know Ja Morant. We think you're an excellent player, hell of a player. Congratulations on being named the All-Star this year. But your squad was wilding for respect. Wilding for respect.
Wilding for respect.
Wilding for respect. So, before we go, we're going to make ourselves some Super Bowl predictions because that's happening this Sunday,
That's right,
y'all.
this
The
week,
Kansas
this
City
week,
Chiefs
yeah.
versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
What we got, boys?
Oof.
Dev.
Who I got? Honestly, it could go either way.
I really feel like go.
I feel like my football brain is telling me the Eagles are the superior team. They have a great offense. They got firepower out the wazoo. Their defense is great. So it's like, and Hurts is balling. So
Bo.
and he got weapons. So it's really hard. But then again, I look to the other end, and that's that guy. That's that guy, Pat Mahomes. So it's kind of hard. I never count Pat Mahomes out because he's hurt and he's still doing his like shit. Like his last game was crazy, running for the pocket still. He's killing you in the pocket, not even moving. Like he is top notch. So it's hard to keep that man out. That's Pat Mahomes, boy. It's Patrick. But I think it might be the Eagles. I feel like their team is just that superior. But I wouldn't put it past. But I'm gonna go Eagles.
Eagles?
Damn, I think the Kansas City's gonna take it, but I think Kansas City's gonna take it if they take the lead early and run with it. If they run with the lead for a minute, but if they keep it a close game, I think the Eagles gonna win it at the end. But I think Kansas City's gonna take it if they play right. But the only reason why is because, like you said, bro, Patrick Mahomes, man, then he's different.
He's different.
He's
He's that
different.
dude. So like it's kind of hard.
I will tell you this though. This is the first Super Bowl they said that two black quarterbacks are playing.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is the first
Two black quarterbacks are starting, playing against each other. This is gonna be the blackest Super Bowl ever. 'Cause we got two black quarterbacks. We got Rihanna singing the national anthem.
Yeah,
we
facts.
got Fox, which outside of UPN was once one of the blackest networks of all time. Outside of UPN and the WB. And it's happening during Black History Month. So you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I think
it's gonna be a good game.
I think Patrick Mahomes might get. The Eagles though does have the strong defense. That's why I'm like, yo, if it stays close, the Eagles might win it at the end.
It also depends on Pat because he is injured. like he has a high ankle sprain right now. So
Yeah.
and those shits those take like at least a month and some change to get over. He got that shit like 2 weeks ago. So
yeah.
Who knows?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
I'm also gonna go Eagles. One, because they do have a hell of an offense and their defense is really good. They beat my Giants down. They beat down the Niners. So, and the Niners have a better defense, and they did what they had to do. Yeah. But again, like Dev said, that does not fully take away from the fact that the Chiefs are also an offensive powerhouse. But they don't have a lot of the wide receivers they used to have. Had they had Tyreek Hill, I probably would have been more Chiefs. But Juju on that beat, Smith-Schuster, I think he is. Yeah. So they don't really have a lot of. You're gonna be guarding Travis Kelce, and their running backs are
don't
pretty
sleep
cool.
On don't sleep on Pacheco.
Don't sleep on Pacheco.
Pacheco has been coming out the woodwork. So.
However, you got Jalen Hurts throwing to AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts throwing to Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith,
and we talking Super Bowl though. The Eagles ain't been here before. Kansas City, they've been here, right? Patrick Mahomes.
Well, the Eagles with Jalen Hurts haven't been here before. Several years ago, the Eagles were here before with a backup quarterback beating Tom Brady. Yeah, true. Nick Foles beat Tom Brady, and the whole Philly went crazy. Kevin Hart was drunk wilding out.
4 years ago? 5 years
now
ago? That was like 5 years
six.
5, 6 years
It was 2017.
Yeah.
So I know that's why it might feel like a long time because it was Patrick Mahomes all day.
Yeah. But again, it's Pat. But you forgot about Travis Kelce.
You forgot about Travis Kelce.
That man is still there.
Both got studs.
Kelce was doing crazy last game.
Yeah, both
and
got
two
studs.
brothers are playing against each other.
Two brothers are playing against each other. So we got there's a lot riding on this.
Oh, but the Eagles had the
other Kelce.
Yes,
the other brother.
But I need Philly to win for the following reasons. One, I put money on this. So if Philly wins, I get money. Come up. Two, if Philly wins, we're definitely going to get an even funnier episode of Abbott Elementary at some point because their season premiere last year was them not predicting that they were going to get this far, but at least saying that they were going to get this far.
Oh, yeah.
Because the guy goes, we got A.J. Brown. We back.
Yeah.
So shout out to them for kind of predicting the future.
And they threw a whole Eagles party.
In their front yard, in the front of the school.
Facts.
And then 3, since he doesn't remember, I'll refresh our memories too at home. When the Eagles last won the Super Bowl, the whole town of Philly, including Kevin Hart, went apeshit. Like they destroyed a bunch of stuff. It got to the point
Kevin Hart was wasted.
Kevin Hart was wasted. They had to get him out of the shot off the stage because he tried to get on the mic and say, "Yo, shout out to my city, Philly is the shit." He was gonna curse on the air. He didn't. And he admitted it. He said he was so drunk he was just gonna say whatever was on his mind and his heart.
Those Philly fans are
so it got to the point that Philly had to grease the poles when they beat the Niners because people were climbing on the poles when they beat the Giants.
That's beast.
Which is wildin'. They destroyed hotel property. Dudes was eating horse shit for some weird reason. They just started doing stupid stuff.
Wow.
And I need more of that stuff because if they win, that's definitely going to be on a Wilder for Respect report next week.
Yeah,
so
we
Philly,
about that.
we need that to win because if Kansas City wins, people are going to go crazy and go to sleep. If Philly wins, they're going to go crazy.
That's a fact.
They're going to go crazy.
You're going to see them on the news.
Yes.
They're burning cars and they're going to get crazy.
I'm going to send my boy John a jersey.
There you go. You got to do all of that. And speaking of which, one last thing, also semi-Wilder for Respect report is to the legendary DJ Drama by sitting there having the audacity to say that Little Uzi Vert's I Just Want to Rock is now the new city anthem for Philly. When we all know it was Dreams and Nightmares intro. I don't know how you changed that. Even Meek Mill was flabbergasted by that comment.
He was just talking shit.
Is Uzi from Philly?
I don't know, but you wildin' for that song.
Is Uzi from Philly?
I was like, wait.
Because
Uzi even from Philly?
Uzi always was in New York. No, actually, I think he is from Philly because he be on that dirt bike wave, that 4-wheeler joint. I don't know if he's from Philly.
He is from Philly.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
But to call it the anthem,
I would call it
that song just came out.
Yeah,
like, this
even
year.
Philly probably was like...
Dreams and Nightmares has a 10+ year run. Like,
come on, man.
Come on.
But maybe that's what he means, though. He said new.
It's only been year 1.
I get you. But come on,
it's only been year 1, bro.
You know that song.
I know it's not. I know it's not the song, bro. That's not the song. But I'm just saying, like, I get what he's trying to go.
I get it. But what would be hyper? That soft into the versus the.
That shit still go crazy.
It's still both songs are good. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like
Uzi Vert's my shit.
He did shit with Mariah. Remember that? Anyway, we're gonna cap it here, y'all. This has been another episode of Nerds in the
Can't believe you said
Hood. Don't forget, this Wednesday, Buddha Beer Bar, 9 p.m. Fast and Furious Trivia, aka Aunt McGee's early birthday celebration.
Facts.
His night. We're gonna celebrate our boy right here. We're gonna make sure we have fun. His birthday is next week, so he gets a double episode basically. We're celebrating today, we're celebrating next episode. That's just what we do. So come through this Wednesday, 9 p.m. free admission. Top 3 scores win a prize.
Top 3.
Top 3.
And we got good ones. We got good ones.
We got good ones.
Can't
We
wait.
can't wait.
Announce.
We can't wait. We don't want to spoil it. We want you to be there and you want to see it, and that's gonna make you want to actually go hard and try to win the thing. So see you there this Wednesday, cause it's all going down courtesy of your boy Marv Black
Aunt McGee.
I'm dead.
and we'll see you this Wednesday. Buddha Beer Bar, 9 p.m. Peace, nerds in the hood.
Get it.
See you next time, y'all.